Hey y'all, welcome back to another speed build. Today we are building a little family farmhouse, or it's not little, but it is a family farmhouse, and we are building here in the world of Henford-on-Bagley, the one that came with cottage living on this lot called 14 Nettle Lane, I think. Sorry if I got that wrong. It should be there in the top left corner of the screen, so if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I really like this lot. The only issue I have with it is that the lighting is a little weird and it's kind of hard to get good lighting. So I am building this backwards on the lot if you are like confused about why it looks different. In the gallery version, it is facing the right way, so I could get a better gallery photo, but if you want, you can just flip it around after you download it, so that it looks like this, if you want to. Anyway, that was kind of a long explanation of like literally nothing, but I really wanted this to give off the vibe like it's an older fashioned sort of home that's been here for a really long time, but it's been sort of kept up with over the years, maybe renovated, maybe just like, you know, kept in good condition. So you've still got a little bit of the charm of like this older fashioned home, but you also have like a slightly more modern interior, and like modern touches here and there, you know? I do end up adding a bump out to the left of this home, and I don't know, that sort of gives the vibe that someone's come in and like added an addition to the home over the years. And I'm going around now adding some debug fences, and I keep the shape of this fence line, but I do end up switching it for a different sort of fencing, another debug fencing from base game. It's sort of like grayer and like, I don't know, it has like a bit of greenery on it, so I felt like it went better with the vibe. It like almost matched the olive green shutters that I've put on this home, which, by the way, if you're wondering what those are, it's just like regular windows. I believe they are from the Get Together pack, and then I just went and got two curtains from the base game and put them on either side to sort of look like shutters. I've done this before. That's actually part of the reason why I'm struggling to figure out what I'm going to call this build, is because I've done a build very similar to this, at least in color scheme, where I used this exact trick to get the olive green shutters, and I titled that one Olive Green Farmhouse, and that's like what my instinct is to title this one, but I can't very well have two videos with the exact same title, so I'm trying to think of ways to like vary it just slightly so that I can, you know, name it something. I don't know. I'll figure it out, I'm sure. But here I am switching out the fences. I like this one because it's like a little bit more substantial, I guess. It's like got some stone on the bottom and also some wood. So it's cute, and it comes with these matching little gates that I think are so fun. I always want to use this fence because I love the gates so much, but you know, in my usual builds of like suburban homes and things like that, I feel like it doesn't fit that well. So super excited that I finally had an opportunity to use these fences. Now I'm just adding a little stepping stone pathway sort of through the yard. And a big jump now, we are on the interior. I am so sorry. Guys, I lost the footage of me, what is it called? Landscaping. I lost the landscaping footage, and I feel stupid because it's like kind of a key part of this build. Like it's super like big and overgrown, and I really, really like it. It's got a lot of sunflowers. Hopefully you stick around till the screenshots to sort of see what the landscaping is like, because I am super proud of it, but I don't know what happened. I just lost the footage. I feel like I'm not tech savvy enough to actually be a YouTuber, but I'm like faking my way through it, so hopefully you guys don't mind. But anyway, here we are working on this kitchen, and I have to say this is like my favorite part of the interior. I'm using a lot of these cabinets from the Country Kitchen kit, and I think they are so, so cute. They're in this olive green swatch again, which I think is a nice callback to like the exterior of this home, which is like very, you know, olive green with like some creams, so kind of the same vibe as in here. And yeah, using a lot of the really, really cute little clutter pieces from that kit as well. Guys, I know that kits are controversial. Like, I didn't even buy the most recent one, the bathroom clutter kit. I didn't even buy that because like, I don't know, it just felt like such a cash grab, and like I feel like it should have been included in the other clutter kit, and I just like couldn't really stand to give them my money. I don't know. But like I understand that kits are controversial, but this one, if you love building like country homes and you have the cottage living expansion pack and you really like that sort of build and buy stuff, I kind of recommend this kit. It is like so good. It's one of my faves. But maybe don't pay full price for it. Wait for it to go on sale. I love it when all the Sims packs go like half price. That's like my favorite time, and I always buy way more than I should. But I mean, like, don't get me wrong, this new pack that's coming out, the Growing Together one, I am going to probably pre-order that one just because I'm like so excited. And like, obviously you don't have to take any of my recommendations at all. If you don't want the Country Kitchen kit, don't get it. Like, none of this matters. This is just my personal opinion. But like, yeah, usually I don't like to pay full price, but I think for the Growing Together one, I am going to, because I'm just like too excited about it, and I really want to make like homes with all the new family stuff, because I feel like family homes are some of the funnest things to build. Anyway, I should probably get back to talking about this kitchen. I've made like a very big island in the middle, but I feel like this room was big enough to like sort of justify it. Oftentimes I don't put an island just because like for routing reasons and gameplay reasons, I feel like it can get in the way. But since this is such a big room, I feel like it worked out pretty well. And I have made like a little coffee station on one side with the fridge and the trash cans and everything, and then on the other side of the island you've got like double ovens and the kitchen sink and the microwave and stuff. So you've got like two sides of the kitchen on either side of the island. This sounds so stupid, but I'm just trying to like explain the flow of the kitchen. It's a bit quirky, but I like it a lot. And then I went through and just like cluttered it up with random things. Like I've got that like dish rack that came from Parenthood, and I've got like a bunch of older fashioned sort of country clutter. Like I imagine that like, I think that's banana bread. That little banana bread thing that I just placed down on the counter, like for some reason that gives me cottage vibes. Like baked goods equal cottage vibes to me. Anyway, I also added like an old barrel of flowers and like a lantern and like a little bunny statue and all this little clutter stuff that came with the cottage living pack. So I'm trying to like incorporate like cottage touches into this kitchen. This is probably like the oldest fashioned part of the build. The rest of it has a bit more of a modern kind of vibe. Maybe not like modern, but like slightly more contemporary than the kitchen. But I imagine maybe they just like really loved the charm of the kitchen and they really didn't want to change it up at all. But anyway, if you walk through the kitchen, you can get to this sort of dining area here. And I went with a round dining table. I don't usually do that, but again, I had a lot of space, so I thought, why not? And yeah, I just keep it pretty simple. I'm adding a little accent table here, just with like some random pieces of clutter. One thing that I'm trying to do a little bit better is cluttering up my homes. I'm really good at cluttering up kitchens, I think, and like, that might be it. That's like the best thing. I'm good at cluttering up kitchens and nothing else. So I'm trying to sort of add a bit more clutter to my homes where it's appropriate. Like on the accent tables, I've seen a lot of YouTubers put like books and like lamps and what else? Just like little knickknacks. I'm struggling here. See, it's hard for me to think of things to put on accent tables, but like picture frames and things like that. Like I've noticed people clutter up their accent tables in a really cute way. And so I've been trying to incorporate that into my build style because I always forget to do that. I kind of just leave accent tables completely empty. But the truth is, if you're going to make like a family home, at least for my family's home growing up, everything was cluttered. Like there was never an accent table that just was empty. It was like impossible. So I've been trying to sort of think more about like what could go on this table. It might sound a little silly, but it is something that I have been wanting to do better in my builds. As I was kind of just like talking on and on about accent tables and how to clutter them up, I finished the dining room and I came back and started working on this little entryway. So we've got like a little mirror for you to like check your appearance before you go out. I've got an umbrella stand, a coat rack, a couple of chairs kind of like under the stairway, and another accent table. I put this fun farmhouse painting above it that I've never used before. It is from Seasons, and it just has like a barn and like a sky. It just has a barn and like backdrops. Oh my god, guys, I can't talk today, but the painting is of a barn, and I've never used it before, and I wasn't sure it was going to fit in this home, but it kind of did. And you may have noticed I just kind of popped into the dining room and changed some of the swatches around from green to not green. And that is because I kind of felt like there was too much green in this home. I kind of felt like I was going too much into that color scheme, and I wanted to kind of dial it back a little bit. Anyway, here we are in the living room, and this is very brown. I'm going with the couches from the Industrial Loft Kit, and these are honestly some of my favorite couches in the game. I think they're so versatile, and you've got like the matching armchairs, which I think are so cute. And even though they're supposed to be like for an industrial New York apartment, I feel like they work in a farmhouse. I don't know, like sue me. I think they look great here. And of course, I'm using a very, very cute fireplace to sort of like bring out that cottage feel. Because I feel like this is a pretty modern living room, but I did want to have like that reminder that this is like an old farmhouse. So I went with this cute fireplace from, I want to say, Cottage Living. It's either from Cottage Living or Cats and Dogs, and I'm definitely leaning towards Cottage Living, but to be honest, I don't remember. And I'm adding some bookcases to the left of it, some plants to the right of it, and I added a grandfather clock actually in the other corner. And then now I'm just cluttering up the mantle with random things. I added an urn. Oh, got rid of it. So I guess I wasn't feeling brave enough to leave the urn there. I felt like I'd have to justify it somehow, but I just added one of those really, really cheap debug televisions that came from Eco Lifestyle. And what else did I add? I think I added a plant or something, kept it pretty simple. And now we are moving on into the main floor bathroom / laundry area. I wanted to fit both a washer and dryer in here, so I decided to expand it out by one tile. So there will be a bump out in the back of this home, but I don't really show me changing the roofing. Just trust me, I did. It works out okay. But again, I'm using those counters from the Country Kitchen Kit. I think they are so, so cute. And what else can I say about this room? I don't know. You can do laundry in here, or you can pee. So very versatile. Yeah, I feel like there's not much else to say here. Oh, I add some laundry baskets as well, which is good for when your Sims want to come do their laundry. But anyway, we are moving on up here to sort of this landing upstairs. We've got 3 bedrooms in this home. Don't know if I've mentioned that. Yeah, you've got all 3 bedrooms that sort of branch off of this landing. You've also got a sort of shared bathroom kind of behind the camera right now. And then the primary bedroom also has an ensuite, but I don't really show those bathrooms on camera, I don't think, because they are very, very similar to the one downstairs. Almost the exact color scheme, you know, with those Country Kitchen Kit counters that I love so much. So yeah, I don't think I show those on camera. But anyway, I'm making a little bit of an office space here. You've got a bookshelf, you've got a computer, you've got some postcards on a corkboard. Very simple. I don't know. And now we're working on the primary bedroom. This actually took multiple tries for some reason. I don't know why, but I cut that out because that's embarrassing. But yeah, I just went with this like dark wood color scheme. I think the reason that it took so many tries is because I was trying to turn it like olive green, but for some reason it was like too olive green. So eventually I was like, you know what? I'll just go with like a dark wood kind of vibe. And I included another piece from the industrial loft kit in that bedroom, the dresser / wardrobe thing. Again, it's like another one that I think is supposed to be industrial, but I feel like works really, really well in a cottage setting. Anyway, so here we are moving on into the first kid's bedroom. So this has got a bit of a blue color scheme, mostly because of the bed. But I imagine this is for a teen. I didn't really think of a gender really, but you know, anyone could live in this room. I don't know. Guys, I'm really struggling of thinking of things to say lately. I don't know. Oh, there's an easel. Boom. Something to talk about. This kid is an artist. They love to paint. I added some paint cans from, what is that from? I want to say City Living. And it is becoming clear to me now that I really did not pack restrict this build. But don't worry, I have a base game build coming out very, very soon that uses only base game, so anyone can download it. And if you didn't know, The Sims 4 is free now, so you can play for free the base game. Anyway, this is the last bedroom, and this build is coming to an end. Sorry this voiceover was so chaotic. Feel free to leave a like if you didn't hate this, or subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I would not be offended if you clicked off and never came back. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye!